Delmarva. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us today on Coast Life. We're your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo. We had our first snowfall of the year yesterday. I was pretty excited about it. I'm definitely a snow girly, so keep that in mind. It's going to come into play later in our great debate.
That's right. Hopefully you went to coastlife.com/vote. That's all I'm telling you for right now. Like Leah said, more to come in a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah. Were the roads okay when you're driving today?
It was just rain on the way in, basically. I was disappointed because, like, last night, you know, when you sort of get that peace and quiet, the snowfall, the sky's still kind of pink.
Yes.
And then you step outside and it was just mud this morning, and I was like...
Yeah, that was depressing. I went out, like, I was going to say late last night. It was around my bedtime, around like 7 p.m. and I just had to put some like mail in the mailbox, and I wrapped myself in a blanket, and I literally felt like I was in a little winter wonderland. Nobody else was outside. The snow was coming down. The sky was pink, and I was like, this is so nice. And then I got freezing and went in.
Yes, very, very chilly.
Yes.
But,
it smelled like Christmas.
But yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was kind of nice, yeah. You know what else was nice, for the most part? The Emmys. Who cares about the awards? The fashion. We've been looking at the red carpet looks all day today. And Leah, I caught you up.
Yes.
A little bit. Do you have we didn't look at every single outfit.
We didn't look at everybody's outfit yet.
But from what we saw.
I think from what we've seen so far, I do think Jessica Chastain might have had my favorite look.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Isn't that crazy? We agree.
I know.
I love that. We normally differ a little bit in fashion.
We do, yeah. I think Selena Gomez was a close second or first place. Like those two might even be tied for me. Selena was giving kind of dark raven queen, and I loved it. But I think the colors on Jessica Chastain, just that color really popped.
Yes.
The red hair, it all just worked. Like she knows what her color palette is for sure. She unlike us.
Apparently.
Jessica knows that color palette.
Yes, she does. It can be hard, I would imagine, having that bright, beautiful red hair, because sometimes they say like redheads shouldn't wear certain colors. I wish my hair was that color.
Right.
We would pay money for it. But I just love too that she has this beautiful figure, and the way the dress fell, and it was almost still simple.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Simple, elegant.
Yes.
Loved it.
Are neons coming back in?
They might be. I feel like as we sort of see, I almost feel like they will and they won't. They're going to have a really short moment of revival, because we've sort of been in this throwback to the 2000s for a little while now. So I feel like we are sort of at the point where that trend is starting to fall off. So we might see a little bright pop of color with the neons, but I don't think it's going to be long-lived.
Yeah, I think the early 2000s are definitely making a push back, but not in all the right ways.
Yeah.
Kind of the tackiness, if you will, of the early 2000s that I don't love is coming back. You can do neon like Jessica Chastain, or you can do neon like, I don't know her name and I feel so bad, Ashley something, the girl who presented.
Yeah.
Follow with me, Mandy Moore at the Critics' Choice Awards.
Yes.
I don't know if we can find a picture, but you liked her fit. I didn't as much. I just thought the neon was giving tacky.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, again, it sort of gave tacky the first time around, but I think for millennials especially, we're a particularly nostalgic generation. I think there's a lot of reasons as to why that might be. Yeah. I think especially like the 80s and 90s was kind of the first time that a lot of activities were geared towards kids. Like it was the first time that kids were meant to be seen and heard.
Yeah, true.
As opposed to generations before, and I think also that early 2000s, like if we grew up post 9/11, that was the way to kind of shield us from it, was to like throw all these kids into these kid-centric activities. I mean, we had TV networking that was geared towards us, like all this stuff that was like by kids for kids, and you're like, yes, okay, eat it up. So I think that might be one of the reasons we're a particularly nostalgic generation that kind of is stuck in that, like, I'm grown, but I really have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, interesting take, Leah. I like it. You dove deep into that.
Thanks.
Definitely, of course. Yeah, I have to dive deep into the Critics' Choice. I do want to hear you guys' thoughts, though. I always post, like, and I always think no one cares, and then people do end up giving opinions on my Instagram of all these looks and just taking polls. So if you're interested, you can hang out there. You don't even have to follow me. But yeah, I just posted some of the looks there. Like I said, need to do a deep dive on Critics' Choice.
Yeah.
Tom Holland always looks good.
He does.
That's all I saw.
Yeah. Jenna Ortega was the other one from the Emmys that, like, I was looking forward to her look, but I feel like I didn't love it. I'm not sure if it was just the shape of the dress didn't really do a lot for her, in my opinion. That
you're not alone in that. I posted it and off the bat, and I'm like, this is one of my favorite looks. And then people were messaging on my poll on my Instagram saying, like, Actually, I don't agree with you. So that was one that a lot of people didn't agree on me
Yeah.
with. They thought that the dress was wearing her, not vice versa.
And I see that a little bit. I think
Yeah.
that she's a very like petite person. She's young, and I feel like
Right.
she looks, she presents older than she is. And so I think I understand like wanting to put her in a younger looking dress because she's what, 20?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
And I just think it didn't quite add up in my head.
Do you know what I'm kind of over? And I don't know if I mean this 100%. I might take back this later on, but I don't know how to explain it. The kind of Jackie Kennedy, even though I love Jackie Kennedy fashion, the like a Haley Steinfeld wore it to the Grammys. Kind of like the high neck, simple pink with the long gloves, the pearls, the updo. It's just giving very, I don't know, that like 20s, 30s. I don't know what that would be. I don't know what that would be.
I think that was sort of like your 40s, 50s classic.
more?
I think so, yeah.
I just feel like it's such a trend right now, and there's not many ways to mix it up, and I'm bored with it. It can come back in 10 years.
Yeah, I think it's hard because it's such a jump from what we've been seeing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I feel
is.
like we've been seeing a lot of skin lately, better for worse. It's just what we've seen a lot of. So I think you sort of have to slowly get back to a more
Yeah.
conservative look if you're going to go that way, as opposed to a complete 180 where
Yeah.
we're like, it feels costumey.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's
if
what
there's
I'm
no
getting-
kind of
yeah.
in between steps.
That's how I'm feeling. I love the look. It's beautiful. I'm just
It's a
kind
very
of,
classic look. But
Yeah.
yeah, it feels a little costumey. That's the trouble with vintage pieces or vintage inspired pieces.
Exactly.
The balance between costume and cool outfit is a thin one.
Yeah, definitely.
One I know well.
Right. You would know. We're going to talk about getting real today, though, a little bit, because there is a trend that we're seeing on social media, mostly TikTok, that we love, and we do hope more celebrities do this. So my girlies will know what we're talking about when a guy says, like, you're so much prettier without makeup. I like the natural look. Girls who wear makeup, la, 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 we're over it. Anyways, the girls on TikTok now, the girls are posting bare face, no makeup, and like kind of in quotes like, oh, I'm so natural. And then you swipe and they're highlighting everything they've had done to their face so that they can go without makeup. Example, they'll point out lip injections, cheek filler, chin implant, Botox, and I love this trend.
I love that too, and I don't necessarily need to see celebrities do it because I think, again, we know that celebrities are on a completely different level than
True.
us. I think it's really important that people who consider themselves or are seen as influencers are the ones taking that step, because they're sort of a step above we peasants, but they're
Yeah.
not quite celebrity status.
Yeah, they're not.
And like their whole image and job is to be achievable and to feel achievable. So I think when you see them saying like, I bought this face roller so that I can look 25 forever, but
Leah.
that's not it. It's because they've had all this work done.
The way I'm so over that, I follow plastic surgeons a lot on TikTok because I love them, and they'll always joke and they'll post like that they just did like it's like an influencer's butt, let's say that's a popular one, and then the influencer once she's healed will post like, look, I've been on my fitness journey, and he's like, no, you haven't.
Right.
I did that, and it's fine, but like,
Right, but A, credit your surgeon. They're a good
Right.
surgeon. And B, I think it's so damaging for your preteens, your teens who are on TikTok and they don't know the difference. And I mean, even for us in our 30s that we're like, I don't feel like I am that old. Like, I'm not that old.
I'm so guilty of it. It happened the other day. I saw a girl's body, and I'm like, why don't I look like that?
Yep. So I think that honesty, that transparency is something that we've been missing on the internet
Yes.
and something that we're definitely looking forward to seeing more.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
But we know you're looking forward to seeing some more Coast Life. Our field correspondent, Maya Henry, is going to tell us what's on the way.
Coming up today on Coast Life, does your car have trouble keeping up in troublesome weather? Don't fret, because we have a few new car options that will get you to your destination through rain and shine. And in need of an afternoon pick-me-up? Join us as we lift your spirits with our joke jar. Plus, looking for some live entertainment? Join us as we get the inside scoop of a well-known play headed to Georgetown. All that and more when Coast Life gets back.
Coast Life is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
It's time to get a little controversial. Let's fight a little bit in the comments, through the TV screen. We're talking the great debate, snow.
Yes.
Yay or nay? And I love that people have strong opinions about everything.
Yes, they do. So Do you want to kick it off with our opinions or our friends' opinions?
Let's start with ours because
Okay.
we have more friends' opinions. I think we actually feel the same about this. There's no fighting amongst co-hosts here. We love snow.
Yeah, I want it to look like I walked through the wardrobe of the spare room and it is Narnia out there because
Yes.
that's what I want to see. I want a lion and some beavers as my companions as I venture out into the day. That's what the kind of snow I want.
And knowing you, like you do walk out of your house and there's little beavers like, "Hi, Leah, have a good day." You know, I just feel like that would come true for you.
I have my bird feeders. All the birds were there the other day, you know.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and I think most of Delmarva, looking at a new poll we have, we're going to get you hip to this really quick. So if you go to coastlife.com/vote, easy enough, you can partake in all of our great debates. So some of you still, you comment on our Facebook page. We love that. We're going to get to your comments in a minute, but we just want to remind you when we post great debates on Facebook, click the link or go to coastlife.com/vote and you can cast your vote there. It's very easy. As of when we're looking at this vote, 70% about of you in the 70s are enjoying the snow, and others aren't. But that's not how it looks in our Facebook comments.
yeah, our Facebook has a little bit more back and forth going. The Fitzky Bros, they say snow day.
Yay! I know
Love
I
to
like
hear it.
them.
Well, remember they're also still in school, so a snow day carries a lot more weight for those boys than it
True.
does for the grown-ups.
Good point.
Kathy says, nope, I've seen a lot more snow in my day, so if it's on the grass and it melts fast, she's good.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Carol says she used to live in Vermont, moved here to get away from too much snow, but still likes to see a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. I like a nice dusting.
John says yes. Gloria says yes. Ashley says snow, but there's only when there's nowhere to go or travel to. So like a weekend
Yes.
snow, which I'm a big fan of too,
Yes.
because a lot of times, there's no snow days for us. So we
Yeah.
do have to kind of travel out there on the bad weather days.
That's true.
Marilyn says no to snow. Tori says no, thank you.
Ooh,
Ian
really?
also says no with a thumbs down.
See, that's interesting. So our Coast TV poll, or not Coast TV, Coast Life poll. Coast TV poll is a different thing. Our Coast Life poll shows yes, no. Our Facebook comments show no snow.
Yeah, we got a bit more of a mix on Facebook, but I agree. I want I just want one big snowed in blizzard on a weekend where there's nowhere to be, there's nowhere to go, there's too much hustle in life these days. And I feel like a big snow is the only chance that we really truly get to just pause for a minute.
Yes.
And it's fun to go back outside. You get to be a kid again in the
Smells
snow.
good.
Yes.
Smells like Christmas or something.
Everybody goes on a snow adventure, whether it's driving around or going to take pictures on the beach or the boardwalk. A
Yes.
beach snow is just, it's magical.
Have we convinced you yet, people of Facebook?
You love the snow yet?
Do you like it yet? Yes. Well, if maybe you don't like the snow because you don't want to drive in it, that I understand completely. But good news is, coming up, we're talking to some of our best friends at Preston. They have a car that is pretty great for the environment, but also pretty great for driving in the snow.
That's right, they got you covered.
Can't lose. That's coming up. Well, this weather hasn't been the best, right? And I know a lot of you don't like the snow, but simply because you feel like you can't get to work, you can't do your errands, because who wants to go out on the roads in really bad weather? Well, what if I told you you can go out in bad weather, snow, rain, anything, and you can do it in what I'm calling sexy style. Now, I'm not talking about the clothes you're wearing, although I'm sure those are great too. I'm talking about what you're driving in. What if you had something like this? We're going to introduce you now to Dr. Mike with Preston. Dr. Mike, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Of course,
Thank you.
we are talking about what's behind us, this incredible Jeep that is going to help people out this winter.
Definitely.
Yes. But
Definitely.
first, I want you just to tell us a little bit about you. Why do people call you the doctor?
So my name is Mike the Doctor, and I'm with Preston Millsboro Chrysler in Millsboro, Delaware. And they call me the doctor because I deliver babies, and this is a beautiful baby right behind us. So I take pride in what I do, and I love helping people out. So if you guys are in the market for a vehicle, come check me out.
Amazing. All right, let's talk about this, because as soon
Yes.
as it showed up to our station, everyone was freaking out. Just tell me, if you don't mind, some of your favorite parts about this Jeep behind us.
Yes, so the number one thing, first of all, this is the highest trim level that you can get in a 4xe. A 4xe is basically a and this is called a high altitude. So one of the coolest features is that it has a Sky One Touch. You simply push the button one time and the whole roof retracts. Let me give you an example.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
You want to do it right now?
Yeah.
And when you showed us that one touch,
Yeah.
it was so funny. People that work at the station who already have Jeeps were amazed,
Yeah.
because it just isn't as easy as maybe the Jeeps that they already have. So it's always new and innovative. You also showed us how you can take the back windows off.
Yes.
So
yes.
easy.
Yeah, because with the one touch, it's not going to be easy for you to take the whole roof off. It's not recommended, but you can do it. So what Jeep did is they actually came up with a creative way for you you to still enjoy the open air.
Yep.
So the side back panels are removable, and there's a carry case that you can put those panels in to actually keep it for storage.
That's incredible. I know that so many people, they don't love taking their Jeep apart and putting it back together.
Right.
It definitely makes it look easy. It looked like I could even do it. And we're going to talk about the rain that we get, the snow that we get in winter on Delmarva. Why is this a safe vehicle to take on the roads?
Well, first and foremost, a lot of people don't know this, but Jeep Wranglers are the first mass production 4x4 vehicles. So they kind of know what they're doing when it comes to 4x4 vehicles. Another thing is this vehicle is very safe. They actually updated. We have side curtain airbags now. The vehicle has things like forward collision warning plus braking. So it mitigates the collision just in case something comes out in front of you. It has a blind spot on the side mirrors as well, which is new to the Jeep as well. And adaptive cruise control. So basically it can monitor the space between you and the vehicle in front of you.
That is so helpful. I think a lot of families will feel safe, maybe
Definitely.
with their newer drivers, you know, or just having their family in the car. And a lot of talk right now about EVs.
Yes.
This does a little bit of both.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
So you have the option of using the plug-in up front or using gas. Now a lot of people are skeptical about going to electric. I know there's a lot of talk about that, but Jeep gives you the opportunity to still utilize the gas portion of the vehicle, but yet if you want to use the plug-in, you can do that as well. It comes with a level 1 charger. It takes approximately 12 hours for the charge, so you go to sleep at night, plug it in, wake up in the morning, you're basically fully charged. And once that goes away, the gasoline kicks in. Now, if you purchase the vehicle and never plug it in, it's fine because you can still use the gas portion of the vehicle as well.
Perfect. You really have so many options for whatever suits your lifestyle. So I know a lot of people are sold on this. Where can they find you or this Jeep? Where can they get up with Preston?
Yeah, so my cell phone number is 302-747-6992. I'm located in Millsboro, Delaware, right off of Route 113. And come check us out. We're more than happy to help you. We have a great team, great management team, finance team that can help you guys accomplish your dreams.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you for keeping us updated, and thank you for keeping us and the rest of the people on Delmarva safe. I know it just means so much to so many people, especially in this crazy weather that we're having today. All right, we're going to maybe play in the rain a little bit and play around with this Jeep, but Coast Life will be right back.
Coast Life, the winter months are here, along with some of that winter weather. So you might be looking for some nice indoor activities to do to keep you busy in the not so summery months here on coastal Delmarva. So joining us on the Coast Life couch today is Ray Crew with the Possum Point Players. We love having the Possum Point Players join us.
And we love joining you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in today. So we've talked to you guys about a number of your shows that you've done throughout the last couple of months. Tell us what's coming up.
Well, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime is very different.
Sounds like it, just by the title alone.
It is very different. It's based on a book by Mark Haddon that's been around, I think, since 2013, 2014, something like that. It's the story of a 15-year-old kid, Christopher Boone. It's all set in England. It's all there. He's a math genius. He's on the spectrum, and he sees the world very differently from the way you and I see it, people that aren't on the spectrum. And that's essentially the perspective from which the story is told. I read the novel when it first came out and was blown away. I saw a movie. This is a perfect film. I could see the screenplay, the shots. And then I heard this guy named Simon Stevens turned it into a play. How is that even possible? Because the whole thing is very stream of consciousness and time jumps around. It's very nonlinear, very engaging, but it's not your typical, okay, it's Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock and here you are in this fixed set. Because everything you're seeing through Christopher's mind. You're not seeing it through yours. So the key to enjoying this, and actually it goes beyond enjoying, it's an all full body experience, is to get out of your head and to get into his. And I think we, and myself as the director and the cast, we discovered it too. In the beginning, we were trying to be more traditional and impose our order on things, and it just got frustrating. So the more we got out of us and got into him, oh, now I understand. Now we get it.
I was going to say, as the director, how do you kind of go from, what you read as a very cinematic book and cinematic shots to a live stage performance with the story?
Well, part of what we did was to make it in part a cinematic experience. So there's a lot of backstage projection and sort of this immersive feel that, okay, if you're in a London train station now, and you truly are, and now you're walking down a street in Willesden, and now you're, so I think to that extent, it's not all in the mind of the audience. We actually do pull them in that way, but I am very grateful for the cast that I have because it's very collaborative. Typically when you read a script for a stage play, the author will give you directions. I mean, you can
Yes.
improvise. It'll say, okay, enter, write, do that. You have none of that.
Interesting.
I'm going to fly to England when I'm done, find Simon Stevens and say, what?
What's up with this?
What?
What are you doing? Why?
Because it doesn't give you, it just says, okay, now you're home, now you're at school, now you're here. But you've got to figure it out. So trying to figure out how do we make the transitions? I mean, what's the blocking look like? And the entire cast is on stage the entire time.
Wow,
Very
really?
And most of the, except for 3 roles, everybody plays multiple parts, which sometimes aren't all that different, but they have to make them different. And they're the ones that have to move things around, and they have to be here. 1 minute they're passengers at a train station, the next minute they're people who live on the block, the next minute they're something else. So again, without a very creative, collaborative cast who are willing to look at that blank stage and go, huh? And then go with it. It has been, I've been directing for a lot of years. I've never taken on anything this challenging, and I think audiences are going to really get into this experience. It's a murder mystery. It's well, there is that dog thing, but it's not. It's not about a dog. It's not. I wish that had a different title. It's a murder mystery. It's a coming of age story. It's a quest. It's an adventure. You see this 15-year-old kid that lives in a world very different from yours and mine. Everything he thought he knew is wrong, and he has to figure that out. And there are some moments where you just get chills. Even now, having done it for months and months, we come to the end of a scene and go, wow.
That's incredible.
I
So,
bet. Well, it feels like a juicy plot and an exciting show.
Yes.
So when should they see the show? Where should they get tickets to the show?
They can get tickets at the Possum Point Players website, which is possumpointplayers.org. We open on the 26th of January, so it's 26, 27, 28, and then the following weekend, February, whatever that is. I don't have the calendar.
I think it's the 3rd.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'm already so intrigued. This is going to be such an incredible production.
It is, and I'm so happy personally. This is my first adventure with Possum Point. I'm beyond honored that they gave me this opportunity. And I don't know. I mean, look, people kind of take theater for granted. It's there. People do it who love it. I've seen a lot of community theaters in my life all around the country. I've never seen one as professional, as organized, that are willing to take, not risks really, but step outside the norm, right?
Definitely.
We got to get new audiences.
Yeah.
Well, this is how you get them.
Definitely.
Yes,
Wow.
well, a lot to look forward to towards the end of this month, so make sure you get those tickets. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great show. Don't go anywhere, though, because coming up on Coast Life, if you've been thinking about joining the real estate community, have a couple of experts that we'll be talking to. You know it. Our friends at the Parker Group are coming up next, so stay right there.
Well, you know it and we know it. Oftentimes real estate, especially on maybe some new shows that are out, it's very glamorized, right? You're making all this money and every day is beautiful clothes and beautiful houses. And that can be true. Sure, but also it is a grind, it is hard work, and who knows that better than our friends at the Parker Group. Welcome back, Rachel and Dustin. Happy to have you today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, as always. So you guys mentioned before that kind of during the pandemic as well, maybe a change was seen in the real estate world. More people wanted to be real estate agents. Is that still true? Are you still seeing this increase, or has it kind of plateaued?
So nationally, we're seeing actually a pretty significant decrease in new agents entering the industry comparatively. NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, has their first decrease in membership, I think, in like 12 years or something at this point. However, we are locally seeing still significant interest in people joining the industry. And I think our market here is a little bit different than the national market. We kind of live on this little peninsula islands, and we kind of seem to be in a bubble oftentimes compared to the rest of the market. And so there is a lot of reasons to get into real estate here versus other parts of the country.
That's good to know, especially for locals who want to get started. So if someone has been watching you guys each week, I'm sure they're getting excited, maybe wanting to try. What advice do you have for a new person? What do you recommend for them?
I think it's a really great question because kind of like you were saying in the intro, a lot of people get into real estate because they love houses or they love a flexible schedule, and all those things are very true. But I think the flip side to that coin is you have to have a lot of self-discipline yourself and the ability to put structure into place yourself in order to be successful in this industry, because you're a 1099 subcontractor, so we can show you the things that we think will help make you successful or offer trainings, but we can't force you to do anything. It's really up to you at the end of the day. And so that's what people always need to know is you need to set your own schedule and make sure that you are actually treating it like a full-time position in order to reach the level of income that you're probably expecting out of the field.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one that a lot of people think, oh, it's just talking to somebody, or oh, it's you know, it's really fun, it's very conversational. It is all those things, like you said, but it is that hard work, that grind. You know, I think it's kind of a what you give is what you get out of it sort of industry.
Absolutely, and that's really motivating for some people, where they know like the harder I work, the more money I'm going to make, the more people I get to help. But for other people, if sometimes you need a little bit of structure or a little bit of accountability, you need to set up structures to make sure that you hit that.
I'm one of those people. I love a good schedule. I like to know what I'm doing when I get into the day. Otherwise, my head goes a little crazy. But you guys do help people with that if they're interested. You guys kind of have a program that will help new interested realtors.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's interesting because when we look at our market as a whole, the average real estate agent only sells about 2.8 houses a year, is what it turns out to be. And for those of you that have any familiarity with how you make money in real estate, that's just not a lot of money. And so what's interesting is in our company, the average real estate agent actually sells about 14 homes per year.
Wow.
And we have some that are selling 50 and 60 and well above that as well. And so we have a really great, I think, unique training program to get people up and running really quickly.
Awesome.
It's exciting.
Yeah. It is, and I mean, I think you guys also offer that support that people might need if they do need a little bit of that structure. They know that they've got great people that they can lean on to help motivate them, to help them keep up with those deadlines, and to help get better at crafting that schedule themselves.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that we love about our team is there's a lot of friendly competition in our company, a lot of people that kind of help each other out. So they form masterminds together, script practice, but also as a company, we try to provide support and resources, marketing resources, technology resources that really do help people have the scaffolding to build that career.
That's awesome.
Now, I'm just curious too, before we let you guys go, what are you looking for, or is there limits, I would say, on age or experience, anything like that?
Yeah, I think for us, really, it starts with just being a culture fit. You know, we have some core values that we really take very seriously, and we want to make sure that anyone coming into the company really reflects well those core values for us. But if you're coachable, if you're willing to put in the work, if you can be disciplined, then really success is through the roof. You know, we're gonna give you the tools and the resources necessary to make sure that you can do that. We just want to be with people that are good people and that we enjoy working with every day.
Definitely. That sounds good to us. Yes, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like that on Delmarva. So thank you for explaining this, especially for those who are interested. Maybe it'll motivate them to just jump right in and reach out to the Parker Group to see what's going on and what you can do. So thank you guys for always being here.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, and we have a lot more fun for you all. Don't move anywhere. We'll be right back.
Coast Life, it's been a little bit of a dreary day so far today, so we thought we would brighten it up a little bit with some laughs. You know what's coming. It's our joke jar. Woo! Joining us on the Coast Life couch today, Sarah, our wonderful graphics goddess.
Yes.
You may not be as familiar with her face, but you are familiar with her work here on Coast Life. So
thank you.
She's being a real sport and is participating in our joke jar. So this time we're doing the spit take.
Yeah, we sprung this on Sarah, so I really just want to shout out to you. She was busy, hard at work, but Maya had to leave for a shoot, a whole thing, so we said, get on up here.
Get on
Spring away, let's go.
Awesome.
Right.
Thanks,
You're
Sarah.
usually a good sport with our joke jar in general, so we appreciate you helping out.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so Sarah, I've learned the trick is, like, really get, like, when you think you have enough water, put more in.
Take another sip.
Oh no. Okay.
You want your cheeks puffed, otherwise you'll just swallow it.
All right. So they're getting their water. Paige is ready. Sarah, ready? All right. First joke. Here we go. What time is it when little white flakes fall outside the classroom window? Snow and tell. Boo? Not cute. All right, let's see. Kind of cute, not funny. What does a Starbucks employee's job title change to in the winter? A barista. It's a little cute, a little cute. All right, we're getting there, we're getting there. What does a gingerbread man put on his bed? A cookie sheet. Does that count? Almost, we were close. Dang it. All right, here we go. We're still going. Come on, Sarah. What is a snowman's favorite snack? It's an ice crispy treat. These are all winter themed. You could probably start guessing the answer to these. All right, we're on for a few more. What do you call a play or musical in the North Pole? Snow business, baby. Got her.
I just was looking at Sarah the whole time, like.
2 for 2. Here we go.
Paige takes credit for that one. Oh my gosh.
See, the jokes aren't great, but it's the memories that we make telling them that really makes the joke jar special.
Sarah and I just kept looking at each other with our mouths full, and we're like, "Don't lose it." Sarah,
I
the
think
mist.
I had way more water than you did, I think.
No, mine. The reason I had to spit is mine was coming out of my nose, and so I had no choice. It was nose or just spit it
It'll
out.
get you. So take some of these jokes home with you. Share them with your family. Coming up on Coast Life, though, Paige and I are going to try some trendy makeup that's going on. One familiar face that you may know well. We're going to be trying to replicate a little bit on ourselves. So stick around.
All right, hey Coast Life, here we are. I'm hoping you don't notice too much of a difference.
We're not going to get too close up at this moment.
We feel the difference. We just took our makeup off, and we're gonna redo it. Took our hair down, or in Leah's case, pinned it back, because we're gonna take you through a trending beauty trend right now and kind of walk you through how to do it. And here's the catch, we've never tried this.
True.
So we're gonna learn along with you. What we're doing, we're really excited, is the Priscilla Presley makeup look.
Yes. And you know I love a good like mod retro throwback look, so I'm
Yes.
definitely excited about this one.
Yes, so there are a lot of places right now, a lot of like online magazines, things like that are posting about it and kind of walking you through how to do it because it's trending right now. The Priscilla movie is coming out, or it's already out. The
Yes.
Priscilla Presley movie just came out, and so Priscilla makeup is trending. So let's start it.
Let's dive in here.
See how great we can do. I don't expect we'll be as good as Priscilla, but we'll try.
Probably not.
Okay, so you wanted to start with like a little turquoisey for the times.
I think I'm gonna go with the
Eyeshadow.
turquoise moment.
Do
Yes,
it. I don't
think
have my
that's what I'm
eyeshadow
gonna do.
brush, so I'll let you do that part.
All right.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna have to be good enough.
Gorgeous. All right, let's get in with this eyeliner. So the key is thicker than you would normally do on top, nice sharp wing, and a little line on your inner eye. Okay, let's try it out. All right, how does it look?
I love it on you.
Really?
Yes, I love the wings. I think the dramatic wing is really fun.
I don't like it on me, but I like it on you.
I feel like I really messed up. I never line the bottoms of my eyes.
No? It looks good.
So this is a little different.
Ooh, okay, and I think it's supposed to be a little smudgy, a little, you know?
Okay.
All right, let's do mascara. If you have false eyelashes, you want the biggest, fluffiest, doll fan eyelashes. I don't have those, we're just doing mascara.
I don't either, and I wanted to bring my like really big, tall, loud mascara,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find it, so
I'm just gonna make it clumpy.
I'm just gonna have at it.
Here we
and
go.
See what happens.
All right, how do your eyes feel? You look really beautiful.
Thank you, you do.
Thanks. I kind of love this look.
I do too. I think I
Yeah.
might go with maybe a more modified look for myself next time,
Right.
but I think it's just because I'm just not as practiced at lining my lower eyes.
Same, I think that was our consensus, is like don't get too close to us, from farther away it looks better. So I think we move on to lips now, right?
All right, yes.
All right, cool. So her whole thing, darker liner, lighter lipstick,
Okay.
and we're not like blending. Like we're
Right.
making it obvious.
The line is
yeah.
sure.
Do you overline?
I don't, because I don't really know how to do that.
Okay.
I see a lot of girls on TikTok that are really good at overlining.
Okay, well you convinced me to overline. And I
cute.
don't think it does.
It looks cute. I like
Okay.
it. I like how we do it in different shades too. So you can use whatever you have. Hair time.
Hair time.
Okay, we're trying to do a beehive, which I was just out in the rain. I don't know how well this is gonna hold. My only advice for you is we have lots of bobby pins and hairspray.
Yes.
Try that out. Okay, I think I'm just gonna if you see me looking away, sorry, I'm looking at the monitor to help us kind of guide.
Hairspray. How did anybody get ready on time in the
No
50s
one.
and 60s?
There's no
Good
way.
Lord. This is why your girl was always late coming down the stairs for a date.
In all those old movies?
Yeah.
100%. I'm just going for big right now, I think. This is not a beehive.
We're just doing like a little mini.
Yeah.
A little
Leah, that's so cute!
Thank you.
Leah! Oh my god, I love it! That is,
I think I'm doing my hair like this from now on.
Leah, that's your look.
Yes.
Leah, I'm obsessed
love
with
it.
that. I don't know if I did my beehive exactly. I think I pinned it back too far, but you get the idea.
Get the point.
Yours looks so good.
Yeah, well, you know.
You have her kind of haircut though, with like the fringe bang. That's
yeah.
what I need. I need a fringe bang.
Yes, a little curtain bang
Yes.
moment. Rehoboth Beauty Boutique.
Yes.
Area.
Well, my hair's not working out, but it's fine. This is what we're trying to
Yeah, give it a try. See if you
Yes.
like it. I do like the turquoise shadow. I think that's kind of a fun moment. I think we should bring some of that back.
I think so too.
I
I
think I'm
it's
definitely
fun.
keeping the hair. I feel like I would, if anything, ditch the inner corner. It's not for me.
The inner corner is not for me. I rub my eyes too much too,
It's
but
not for me.
I think that this is something like you said. I would work on, make it kind of my own, but adapt to.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Hey, send us pictures of your Priscilla Presley makeup if you tried it out, and please give us some pointers if you saw us doing something that wasn't quite right.
Go see the movie too.
You're probably. Oh yes, exactly. You're probably right. All right. Hey, with not much Coast Life left, Leah.
That's right, just a little.
A little bit though. So we'll be right back. Take a look at this beauty queen, and we are kind of obsessed with her. This is Madison Marsh from Colorado. She is our Miss America. Amazing. Yes, go Leah. I would have voted for you.
That's the wave, right?
Yes, I think so.
I don't know.
Paige Marley, Maryland.
Leo
wait.
Rizzo,
This
Delaware.
is their ages, I think.
Oh,
is
that's
why-
okay. I'm gonna just keep that a secret.
This is why we're not winning. Madison is 22, though.
Nice.
And she is a second lieutenant in the Air Force.
Yeah, she's the first active service member, right,
yes.
to win Miss America.
That's what we think. That's what we know. Isn't that incredible, though? She is so impressive. She's also getting her master's right now. If you already felt like you're not as accomplished, you're probably not. She is bad. You know what?
Well, I mean, that's sort of what Miss America is meant to represent, you
Yes.
know, a woman who does really all of it. I mean, at her core, there is sort of some Barbie action there in
Yes.
terms of a woman who can do it all, look beautiful while doing it, and that's why she's Miss America.
Exactly. And let's get rid of this stereotype. I'm sure it's true somewhere for someone of like, they're just beautiful. They just do bathing suit competition. She's
No.
fighting for your freedom.
It's so much more than that.
Yes, it's so much more. Do you know how hard it is to answer those questions that they get asked?
Right?
Ask me something. No, don't. I won't do well. Anyways, congratulations to Madison. Super happy having her represent America. She's incredible.
Yep, yeah, that's right. But it is about that time. We love hanging out with you for our hour, but that hour is just about. Coast TV News is taking it from here, so stay warm
Yes.
for the rest of the week, and we'll be back here tomorrow.